It's like I want to have a good relationship with my mother. She sucks.
It's hands down the best intro I've ever seen. It's the greatest soundbite ever. Welcome everyone to Mental Health, and today we are discussing work ethic. You lazy piece of shit.
Get off your ass and do something.
This is the thing. So Cole suggested work ethic, which I'm like, yeah, I'm happy to talk about that. I want to ask you guys because I always get hear from other people. Like, I used to have a real job. I was a financial planner, and like at some points I'm like, that's a non-stop thing. Like, if you're in the office, you're on the phone, it doesn't stop. And I've had people who are like, oh man, I had a rough day, and I'm like, you sent me like 45 Instagrams to look at. I don't think you're as busy as you think you were. They're like, it was a hard day. I'm like, no, I don't think you know what busy is. And it's like, it's one of those things where when you hear that from some people who are like, oh, I had a tough day, you're like, well, you didn't do anything. I didn't see you produce shit. And it's very confusing for me. But hi, Shell, how are you? Welcome. Oh my God, is that Tiffany Blue? It is Tiffany Blue. That's our guest for today. We have I Am Dina the Genetic Marvel. Right here is Cole Clayton. Below me is Tiffany Blue. Then we have Greg. There we go. Greg.
Right here.
What up, Greg? And then down below is Marco Torres from Upside Down Studios. It's very exciting. There's a lot of people on the screen. I feel good that I'm the biggest one still. That helps my ego. But at the same time,
it couldn't.
Well, that's okay. I'm bigger than you little bitch. Hi, Patty.
Are we talking like physically or?
Well, physically, there's no question, and I find it funny that
Mac is wider than everyone.
Listen, but it's hilarious because Mac is also like, you can fold him up and put him in your pocket, so he's only like half of the screen. He's
I still beat your ass though.
Like, I can still see. It's fine. I'm getting the ladder. You know, it's good. I like it. I don't know. So, what do you guys think about this topic?
About work ethic, like in general.
Yeah, the reason I brought it up is because you, Tiffany, you dropped your song yesterday, right?
I did, in fact, drop a single and a music video for an unrelated song yesterday.
Right, I saw that too. And so, like, the whole thing is, like, finding the time to not only go to work, you have kids, you raise kids, and then also do your side projects as well. It takes a fucking lot out of you, you know? All of us here, we have our own jobs, our own businesses. We do podcasting, you know, we all have our little projects here. And I don't think enough people kind of put ethic into their own passions, you know?
I mean, I can't lie, as a musician and father, and, you know, it's just hard. It is hard, but it's all about time management. You know, you gotta figure out what you want to spend the most time on in order of importance to you. Like me personally, my family comes first. So that's where most of my attention goes all the time. My family, my wife, my kids, that's number one. Secondly, music. Everything after that, everything else is after that, because music I've had since I was my kid's age, and my wife and children are what I'm doing it for. So you got to figure out which one of those is more important.
Yeah, prioritizing is definitely a big thing. I feel like a lot of people, I've had this where people look at me and they're like, oh, but don't you have to go to work? And I'm like, work will be there when I'm done. That's
right.
I'm like, yeah, my family comes first. That's not
exactly.
I think that's a more like a character thing too. Like, depending on how you're raised, like most of you are feral, but still you have character now because you chose to, right? Only me and Greg are the only ones who have parents that love us. And we're still fucked up. So yeah.
I give you that. I'll do
what fun is that?
I'm more along the lines of the philosophy of, if you went to bed broke, you didn't have the right to sleep.
Well, then I should probably never sleep again.
Yeah, a little bit, right?
I'm like on the line with you on that one, Marco. Like, I'd be tired, but I get what you're saying. Like,
So I think it's though, like, if you're not okay with having been broke, like if you're not okay being broke when you go to bed, you shouldn't go to sleep, right? Like in the idea that, like, well, if you didn't have a productive day,
To me, and I mean, especially, you know, what what was his name, the new guy?
Tiffany Blue. Tiffany.
yeah,
All right. So I mean, just using him for an example, you know, I was him when I was young. You know, I had kids, I had a family, but I also had a lifestyle that I refused to live under. So, you know, if my kids didn't have, or if I didn't have my smoke, or if I didn't, you know, I wasn't sleeping. You know, I did what I had to do, whether it was legal or illegal, but I made sure I was never broke.
Yeah.
At least not for longer than a day.
No, and I think that's very reasonable in that, like, especially when you have responsibility of kids and, you know, to keep your you know, family going, that makes it different, right? Where you're like, hey, I have responsibilities that need to, you know, like it's the idea of being a father. You don't get a day off, right?
You lose a lot of luxuries people don't realize when you become a parent. You
Oh yeah.
like that luxury of offing yourself. You know that you lose that shit when you become a parent.
The luxury.
It's the luxury. It's the luxury of taking yourself out.
Yeah, you don't get to do that no more. And I've had
I mean, I
conversations
can't help
with
but agree with the man though. He making a valid point.
Oh,
You know, I've had conversations with friends of mine who are at that point where they wanted to off themselves, and I'm like, look, you's a selfish motherfucker. This ain't about you no more.
Yeah.
Boo hoo, your life went to shit. You got kids you got to take care of.
Yeah.
You don't get to check out, motherfucker. You don't got that right no more.
Mm-hmm. No, that's. I feel like a lot of people don't realize how selfish kind of everyone has gotten, right? Like it's not people focus on that idea where you're like, yeah, but like when you invest in yourself and you're productive, like sometimes shit doesn't work. That's just life. But like if you went out there and you hustled, you know, nobody can stand there and going, well, you know, you didn't work hard enough. No, I worked. I did my thing, right? And I think that's that idea where people are like, I need a break. And you're like, from what? You just been watching fucking TikTok all day.
The one that pisses me off the most, the one that, I mean, it just fucking chaps my ass, is the motherfuckers that be like, well, all my bills are behind and I've been broke for a minute, but I ain't going to take this job because I'm worth more than that. You dirty motherfucker. Oh, I fucking can't stand motherfuckers like that. Oh my God. Your light, you know what's, your lights ain't on. Your heat ain't on. You ain't got gas in your ride. And you gonna talk about you worth more than what the shut the fuck up and take your ass to work.
Right. Your fucking bill say you're worth negative $800, buddy. Like
Yeah, well, but that's the whole idea behind, like, people have this self-imposed level of pride where you're like, I'm worth more. If no one's offering, you're not. Right? It's that same idea where I'm like, listen, it's not what you can get, it's what you can keep, right? What you can hold on to actually was what matters, right? It's like, oh, I got a job here, I got fired after 2 weeks. Yeah, it's because you're fucking retarded. You're stupid.
What's
right?
that old saying? Pride cometh before the fall.
Oh, painfully so.
I mean, I can say I've only ever been fired from one job, and it was because of my own doing. I ain't never left the job for, like, I try to stay at a job as long as possible. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like a lot of my generation specifically lacks a lot of work ethic because of, you know, just the way that everything is nowadays. Everything moves so fast. So it's like people get this inflated idea of self-worth, which is, you know, while you get these motherfuckers that'll be like, oh, yeah, I'm behind, but I ain't going to do this because I'm above it. I don't turn down jobs. The only reason I ever turned down a job was because the shit wasn't paying enough and I got bills and kids. You feel me?
Yeah. But that's different, right? Like you're going, hey, I need more because I have to survive, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's nothing wrong with that saying like, hey, I need to do more. But, you know, it's even then, I'm not going to quit without having that lined up.
If you got options, then that's fine. But if you got no options and you still turning shit down, you're just a fucking idiot.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah, I like to job hop. I'll go from one job, and I'm say I'm making $10 an hour, right? Okay, I like to go to another job and be like, well, that job over there's paying me $12. So can you pay me $12.50? And they'd be like, yeah, you can pay me $12.50. I'll prowled my way up into getting more money, raised that way. It's brilliant.
But
Brilliant
there was
strategy.
never
That
any
don't
other
work all the
second
time.
job. He was just lying the whole time. He's like, I also worked for other places, and they pay me this. You should pay me more. Yeah.
I was about to say, I done been in job interviews and be like, yeah, I'm a line cook for McDonald's. Well, how much you make? I'm making $16 an hour, so I need $16.50 here. They're like, yeah, we can give you 12.
McDonald's is paying $16 an hour now. That's what's crazy.
Right.
Well, hey man, I mean, you got to look at inflation and shit. I mean, it's impossible to live on anything less than 14 in Texas alone. I
Yeah.
can't imagine a city with better infrastructure.
Well, it ain't in Ohio, I'll tell you that much.
Hold on. Oh, somebody named Private Pussy says, please, you know you ain't working, you on this shit. You can't even be on this. You're watching, you pathetic piece of shit.
That's probably one of my very many haters.
What was
I'm
this?
involved in so much rap beef, it's crazy.
I don't know who this Stan Esco is, but he's talking about farts and he sounds like he might be retarded. So
Just a slight bit of retard. Is he on the spectrum?
let's see. I have a cousin who has been in university since 2001, getting degree after degree and master after master. Still has to get a job because I can't find anything in my field. Oh, okay. So I know
I mean,
a
that is
guy.
a problem that a lot of my generation faces, but once again, that's our own doing. That's us picking weird ass majors.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. You can't have a doctorate in artistic studies of a floral whatever and think you're gonna go out here and fucking raise a family,
Oh, yeah.
studying art.
Well, so I have a buddy who went to university, then went and got his doctorate at NYU, and now he's just a professor up here. And I'm like, that's still not a job. You work 20 hours a week and do nothing. He's like, well, I can focus on my music. And I'm like, all right, that's fucking weird. But like,
I mean,
like
it's
you
white
have a
collar.
doctorate.
It's white collar. We're used to blue collar, grinding your fucking fingers to the, bone, sores on your hands, greasing cuts, wrenching, torching, shit like that. There is the other
absolutely
side
kill
where
for a white collar job. I'm fucking so sick and tired of blue collar life. Get me out of the kitchen and put me behind a desk, please.
the white collar job.
Un momento, por favor.
Like 6
The
months.
children.
Well, okay, but this is the thing: is people are getting these quote unquote white collar jobs, but they've never actually had a job, right? So it's like, oh, they were in academia and then just proceeded to start teaching or what have you, and you're going, okay, but you've never actually worked, right? Like it's like a career politician. I'm like, no, you don't have a job. That's not. Oh, well, I'm a public servant. No, you're a public leech, is what you are. You're just taking. Not
See,
doing
at
shit.
this point, like here, I'll use my kids for example. I don't give a fuck if they work or what. Just contribute.
Yep.
Fucking contribute. I'll build you a studio. Fucking contribute. It ain't even about worth
I
now.
want a bacon McDouble and a large fry and a caramel frap, extra caramel, please. I love you. Thank you.
I mean, that's it.
I'm sorry, I
Hey,
didn't mean to cut you
can
off,
we
but
get
my wife
some
asked me a
too?
question I
Shit.
have to answer.
If you're placing an order, like at least include the group.
Right.
I think
I
that's
mean,
And-
shit.
And some chicken nuggets for the boys if we can afford it.
Don't
One
get me
happy
started.
meal, and they can each take a turn with the toy.
Chicken nuggets are just a delivery system for sweet and sour sauce. Okay, it's a bad mix. Okay? 'Cause I will do shots of sweet and sour sauce. This is not
Okay, so
healthy.
that's extra sweet and sour for Dino. Cold
Every
doesn't
time.
deserve sauce. Marco and Greg, what y'all want?
I just want a little ranch. Jesus, I'm basic. Give me a ranch, man.
Give Cole
Cole
also a
doesn't
biscuit, no
deserve
water.
sauce.
Just a biscuit, no water. That's it.
Biscuit, no water.
I bought myself breakfast before I got here.
Breakfast is 8:45, bro.
Yeah, and I'm retired, so I'll eat breakfast whenever the fuck I want.
I love eating breakfast for dinner.
Dinner breakfast is
I had
top.
silver dollar flappies, some ham, and some fucking country toast.
You talk about work ethic. You work so
Can I come
hard,
to
you
your
could
house
retire
for-
in your
for
40s.
breakfast dinner, Marco?
Yeah, go on.
What'd you say, Tiff?
I said, can I come to your house for breakfast dinner?
I pay people to cook for me. Fuck that. I ain't even got to stove in my house.
Man, I
Yo,
cook for a
what?
living. I'm
You
tired
know
of
a
cooking. I
fucking
need
chef. You're
I need
friends with a
somebody
chef
besides my wife to
who's
cook for me.
always
That
looking
poor
for work.
woman
Hold
gets
on,
every
everybody
night.
shut the fuck up. Everybody shut the fuck up. Marco, what the fuck did you say? You said you pay somebody to cook for you?
Yeah, I go to
I live right down the corner from you, bro.
I work
And I'm a
for
fucking chef.
$14 an hour right now. I'll take $14.50. And that's
Tiff's a
not no
Mexican.
bullshit.
That's
That's
what
like
it
an
is.
actual
Tiff is
figure.
a
I can show you
fucking
based on-
Mexican. That's what that is. Now, underbidding the white man every time at every angle.
It's because I'm biracial and I know y'all's tricks and I'm able to spot them.
Bro,
I'm like a double agent.
Shit.
it sounded like you said double Asian. That's weird, but double agent, that works. That's fine.
Yeah, see, I'm Puerto Rican. I'm the other white meat.
He Puerto Rican.
Why is this so funny?
That's fair. Okay, hold on. Y'all buying people food now?
Right. That's what I'm saying.
For everybody wondering, that was my wife asking what I wanted for dinner.
What?
She's
I'll
currently
make you
out
watch Cole make food.
because
Yeah.
she understands that I'm on the podcast, and so she didn't want to interrupt that. So she figured,
Oh my
give me the
god.
question answered.
Yeah, he clearly wants breakfast. Grab some breakfast for him.
It's too late. I already said McDouble and the other shit. I don't remember. I'm a little high.
Yeah, she probably got about a
There's a
$200
double
order.
crumble frappe up in that motherfucker
bacon
somewhere.
bacon McDouble and a fry and a caramel
Oh,
crab
bacon
with extra
McDouble.
caramel.
You know what? A bacon McDouble before the pandemic was $1.79 up here, and now it's like $3.50. And I'm like, listen, I will stab you before I pay $3.50 for a
No,
McDouble.
a regular McDouble's like $3.50 here, bro.
Right.
Fucking
Yeah, I'm about to say,
McDouble
down
used to
here
be
in Texas, we
99
had like
cents.
three
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
Before the pandemic, it was 99 cents double cheeseburger.
And
There
then
wasn't
you-
even a McDouble. They put the McDouble to fucking downsize that bitch.
Yeah, to
It
take the
was-
fucking cheese off of it. That's all they did
I
was
swear-
take a fucking
I swear to
piece of
God,
cheese
I had a
off of it.
McDouble not too long ago. It was like a slider. Their fucking
Oh.
sandwich, their burgers change sizes on a daily. I swear to God.
Dude,
Still
as
at
somebody
McDonald's.
who used to work for McDonald's, I will tell you that beef is so inconsistent. It's like Ray J and Fabulous. It's like you never know what's
It's
coming.
the pink sauce or whatever, right? The pink slime. That's different.
No,
It's
that's
a
the
bunch of
chicken
The
nuggets.
nuggets.
the dudes. They're
Burger-
making burgers
What I
out of
was
dudes.
told when I worked there was we used to do the pink slime, but that's not a common practice anymore.
It's not a common practice anymore.
Because
Thanks,
people
Obama.
found out.
That's like Tom Segura. He was like, I used to buy burgers back in the day, and now it says now 100% beef. He was like, but I was buying it then. What the fuck?
Well, back then it was so much better. What the fuck happened? You're like, now it's 100% beef. Tastes
Man,
like
real
shit.
beef low key sucks compared to that shit from back in the day.
I mean,
Dude, I bought
Listen.
McDonald's, and I'm not a big fan of McDonald's, but every once in a while I get a hunger for it. And matter of fact, was it yesterday or the day before? I bought me and my kids McDonald's for dinner, and it was like I bit into 2 pieces of bread with salt in the middle.
Yeah.
It was just like it didn't even taste like fucking meat, man. I'm like, I don't know if it's been that long since I've eaten McDonald's, but fuck, man, it was fucking terrible. Terrible.
It's not salty meat, it's meaty salt.
yeah,
I'm a fan of salt, and that was just it wasn't even a good flavor salt. Like
I ain't gonna lie, I like how salty McDonald's be making they shit because I'm trying to speed run hypertension.
Listen, that's because you're so thin. You're basically jerky. Okay, and you're like, yeah,
I'm
add more
trying to gain
salt.
as much weight as possible, as fast as possible, because it's hard
You
being
need
a skinny
some salt in your diet, right?
Yeah.
Slow you
Yeah,
down.
for a headshot, and he's like, "This is me shirtless and sweaty." I'm like, "Why? What the hell?"
Because I
Rude.
can't never keep a shirt on stage. It's kind of a problem. But they don't make rehabs
Tiffany's got
because
the
they keep
body
taking
of
their
somebody
shirts
who
off.
took Ritalin in school. That's what it is.
Actually, I sold Ritalin in school.
Also, the hairstyle. Let's be honest. That's both.
Look, I took
Both
the braids
qualified.
out to let my hair breathe.
Yeah,
Slap me.
I'll let it out every once in a while. Yeah,
Gotta
We're
let
not
that shit
animals.
breathe. Sexy Red taught me that. Oh no, wrong light. Ugh. Oh yeah, here. Let me close this. Good night, baby.
I mean, like
Them kids is like, what the fuck, man? You ordered McDonald's. What the?
Right.
I heard something
The
double
kids
up there.
didn't eat that
Why ain't
shit.
bringing us McDonald's?
No. You don't.
We got
have a
McDonald's
job.
at
You don't
home.
get McDonald's. You get mac and cheese. That's no. That's
You
fine.
feel me? Y'all ate dinner, and I gave y'all some cake afterwards. What y'all mad about right now?
Yeah.
You gotta Tiff. You gotta hit them with McDonald's. We got McDonald's at home.
Ronan, what do you want? Hold on, y'all. Let me. Y'all talk about.
They want
something.
McDonald's. That's what the hell they want. They
Right.
that shit.
I don't know what it is that McDonald's has, but even so, today we were driving around and I'm like, yeah, I haven't had McDonald's in like 3 months, and I'm like, man, I could go for a good Big Mac. You know when you have that image in your head and you're like, oh, I wanna. Do you remember the McDLT?
You want a good one, but you don't get a good
Yes,
one.
I remember the McDLT. The one where it was on two separate things and you flipped it together.
The hot stays hot, the cold stays cold. It's fucking magic. And then they're like, it's not good for the environment. I'm like, fuck the environment. I don't give a shit about no turtles.
And then
I
they
care
started
about the
wrapping them in
environment.
cardboard like a fucking barrel. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
I care about the environment, bro. This my home. This my children's home. It's gonna be my grandchildren's home. I want them to be able to, enjoy their time here.
Yeah. I'm not saying you shouldn't. I'm just saying
We
that
don't have to
McDonald's-
anymore. We're going to Mars.
Yeah, McDonald's isn't making burgers right by your house. It's fine.
I mean, I live
You
in
don't know
Texas.
that.
I got something much.
I got a
worse
Burger
floating
King
around the air.
less than a block away from my house.
I know we ate there, Greg.
See, I
We
got
all went there one time.
Oh, look,
Where?
we
The
used to
Burger
fuck-
King next to Greg's house.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like right catty corner. We used to fuck. Me and Scotty used to fuck with them people so bad.
Oh,
We'd be in
dude.
the middle of a 3-hour show, hammered. They're like, "Stop! We're gonna take a break." Me and Scotty would run to fucking Burger King and order 20 cheeseburgers with extra pickle. That means
Jesus
they had
fuck.
to make each and every new fucking. They couldn't even use the ones that's been sitting. They all had to be fresh because we ordered extra pickle.
Now, mind you, this is like 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night.
Oh yeah, this is like this is midnight and shit. These
Yeah.
people are
They're about to
pissed.
close, huh?
Yeah.
Not my problem. Sorry.
Hey, I
That's
had one
okay.
time the one girl was like, "You do know you could call and order these, right?"
Like, yeah, but I don't want to.
It's not the same when I can watch you make it. It's I
Yeah.
feel better about it, you know?
Right. I'm getting my money's worth.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm getting dinner and a show of watching you slave over my fresh burgers.
Right.
Look, most of my professional career outside of music has been either as a line cook or a fast food cook, and I can say with no level of uncertainty for all the not eating at home enjoyers out there, the secret ingredient in all your food that makes it so delicious is
Crack.
hatred. It's not love. It's
Oh, yeah.
hatred.
That's true. I cook with hatred. Everything tastes better.
I love a good hateful sandwich.
Absolutely.
Look, I cook. I'm not gonna say the name, but I cooked up until recently at a high-end golf club here in North Houston.
It should stay the
You
name.
have no idea how many times I wanted to commit health code violations because
Oh,
of
yeah,
these
that's fair.
fucking yuppies.
Oh, yeah. A little salmonella for them to shit their pants on the golf course.
Nah,
I mean,
little-
it goes a long
You
way.
feel me?
Yeah. No, that's fair.
Give them
there's
the old
nothing wrong-
waiting special.
Yeah. No, that's very reasonable. I feel like that's the best way to really force a rich person to count their days. Where you're like, I'm gonna make sure this motherfucker shits his pants. Not on the 9th where he can pop into the clubhouse. It's gonna be on like the 13th hole. So there's nothing he can do. He is the farthest way away from safety. And it's like you have the bushes or alligators. Those are your options. You can wet your ass in the water, but you might get chunk bitten out.
You cook it till there's just this much pink
Mm.
left in the middle of that chicken, and then you fucking just so much to where by the time you've gotten to it, you don't even notice because you're already halfway through.
Yeah.
And if there's, I mean, let's be honest, especially if you look into it, almost every fast food restaurant has monosodium glutamate in it because
Yes.
it deadens your taste buds and makes everything taste better. So, you can imagine the amount of monosodium glutamate is in a fucking Mickey D's sandwich.
Oh, listen, it was only a couple years ago when they finally finished that study. They're like, oh, so MSG doesn't cause cancer. It's fine. And everyone's like, oh, we're back in the fun times. And just started pouring out everything. And you're like, yeah,
Do you
well,
know how that shit was, or why that shit was developed? It was a humane way for the Asians to kill their dogs before they slaughtered them to eat them.
I don't think that's real at all.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't know how true that
Look
is.
it up. Look
That
it up.
sounds definitely made up.
Guys, y'all gotta quit. Y'all gotta quit. Dino's got a trip coming up.
I gotta stop. Why are you trying to make me get arrested as soon as I
Dino's
go
got a
overseas?
trip, like for real, for real.
Yeah,
Yeah, we
He
can't do
warned me not to say nothing, and I guess he didn't warn the right people.
it's my bad.
For human beings, it deadens your taste buds, but it's a non painful euthanasia.
Stop talking! Stop talking! You fucking retard!
It's work ethic.
It's not. Hey, number one, it's not a fact. Number two, just stop. Just
He was going to a fucking Chinese prison, bro.
I'm definitely going to. Bro, I'm going to be sold into a circus when I get there. They're just going to be like, oh, yeah, we got a circus animal from the
We got a
Americans.
Greek panda bear.
Oh my god.
Oh,
We're going to
I
go
love
there.
this
They're going to put
woman with the
blackface on me. They're like,
entirety of
look, we
my
got an
soul.
original. It's fine. Yeah.
I think it was Nom or something like that. So you ain't got to worry about it.
Yes, but you said
Damn.
that's why. See, look, right there. Even my wife's like, god damn it. That's because you're a jackass. Dirty jackass.
Y'all wanna see a little trick I picked up in Nam?
No,
No,
definitely not. That
no,
is
no.
100% not.
That wasn't
I feel
Nam,
like
that was
that-
Bangkok, Tiffany.
And it involved ping pong balls, so definitely not.
I
It's
said
not.
it in Nam. I ain't say nothing about Bangkok. That was
Yeah,
after
you-
the war. That was
Yeah,
when I
but
was trying
you're
to
getting your
get Nam.
geographics messed up. I do it too all the time.
Oh, this fucker was like Tibet. That's in the Middle East, right? No, it's not. It's not. It's
Wait,
not
where the fuck is it?
Totally different side of the world, bro.
Where's Tibet? For real, for real.
right beside China.
That's the
And if
Middle
you-
East. Get the fuck out of here. That's not the Middle East.
No, that's Asia.
What is potentially in the Middle East? I'm sorry, my children.
It's in there's parts of Asia that are in the Middle East. You can't tell me India. It's technically Asia, but that's the Middle
India
East.
is part of the Indian subcontinent, which is dangling off of the southern coast of Asia. It is in Asia. So
But it's also the
Pakistan.
Middle East.
So is Syria.
It's not. It's not the Middle
Look
East.
at, okay, but look at what color they are.
Pakistan, Syria, those are in Asia. They are considered the Middle East.
Right.
Pakistan is not considered the Middle East.
Yes,
Let's
it
start
is.
there.
It very much is.
Definitely not.
I'm going to tip on that one, but also India is too.
Pakistan is considered Middle East, you know? At least over
India
Turkey.
is
here.
not considered
Turkey
That's
is the Middle
because
East.
you
But
guys
as far-
consider anyone with brown skin the Middle East.
It
You're
is.
wrong,
No.
okay?
There's a
No,
nice
Hold on. Hey, if one of you fucks, just one of you, can find the Middle East on a globe, you win.
Bro,
Okay?
I
You
play
can't-
I'm
you-
out.
none
Pull
of you
up a
know
globe.
geography.
Pull up a
Not
globe.
one.
I
Not
could
Pull
do
up
one
a
of you.
globe.
I could do it on the Perry Reese map, fucker.
If I'm being honest with you, if I'm being honest with you, the way Europe's immigration policy has been lately, Europe's kind of becoming the Middle East.
I'll give you that. one.
You're
That's
not
fair.
wrong there. You're
Yeah,
I
not
thought we was here to talk about mental health, not geopolitics.
Right.
I mean,
Where the hell is the mental health? God damn it!
Yeah, you know,
I mean, to be fair,
That hurts.
geopolitics are affecting my mental health on a daily basis.
Politics.
geopolitical politics, okay? Geopolitics
Just call
are
it-
100%
call it
leading to World War
geopolitics.
III, which is definitely going to affect mental health. So technically,
Right.
they are intertwined.
It's men's mental health. We have to talk about World War II, Europe, and Rome.
and
Oh,
barbecue.
we're talking about World War II in Europe. I just want to say something real quick. All right. We need to obviously keep the Geneva Convention. Let's
Nope.
keep war crimes, but we need to allow
We gotta get rid of that.
Canada to continue to because they invented the war crime. So if anything, they should be allowed to do it, right?
Hey. The Geneva Conventions are mostly based on things that Canada did.
That's what I'm
That's-
saying. They
yeah.
invented the war crime, so shouldn't they be allowed to do it?
Hey,
Like
we
a
call it-
reverse cultural
Hey.
appropriation type of thing.
Yeah,
We-
like how you gonna say what I'm doing bad? You don't even live here, type shit.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Hey, we call it the Geneva checklist, and we hit every mark. Just
Okay, but
feel
I can tell you-
legally they should be allowed to, so I can see more badass movies about Canadian soldiers.
Tim, I can tell you why we can tell them what they can and can't do. It's because nobody has as bad of a military as we do. We have the baddest military in the world. We can tell anybody whatever we want. The
I
fact
know,
that we follow
we-
the
Here-
Geneva
Here's
Convention is wild to me.
a historical fact for you, Cole. The U.S. lost a little brief skirmish with Canada. They kind of
Because we wanted to. You
and
ever
we'll
fight your
burn
little
that
brother?
White House down again, just to be clear.
You ever fight your little brother and then he starts crying? You're like, all right.
Well, not like that. Boy, not like that.
Hey, we've burned the White House down twice, and we'll do it again. Just calm down, okay? Just be,
Okay, but that was before we were developed, to be fair. And y'all had the fucking UK Navy on your side when it was the UK Navy.
Not even close.
No. They
No.
came over with mounted, like the Mounties. We
Yeah.
got our ass whooped by the fucking Mounties.
When was this?
It was like 6 days ago, but it's fine. It's not it's irrelevant.
Oh, shit.
No, it's fine. No, listen,
Hey,
this
speaking
is-
of war, no, I'm just playing.
telling you, come on. No, it's well, this is the other thing is that I feel like men have a weird thing where like if you're given nothing to worry about, where you're like if you have enough income and like bills are taken care of and family's taken care of,
You get lazy.
men
and
start
fat.
what? Well, that no, but not before we get fat, we start to get creative with weird shit, right? And Greg, you can attest to this. Is like people are like, "Hey, let's see if this shit works," and you're like, "No, that's probably a bad idea." And suddenly, like, I should use the brake cleaner spout and not just crack open a can. That's a mistake. It's a mistake.
It's
You start
even
seeing-
cooler. You know, it's even cooler if you have kids because then you're like, hey, go over there and set that on fire real quick. I want to see something.
You really? I can't wait till my kids are a little like older and they can understand when I say, "Hey, run away from that bright glowing thing." So it'd be like, "Hey, don't tell your mom."
If you can feel,
Don't tell your mom.
if you can feel the heat on your face, you're too close. You gotta.
Yeah.
No, please don't tell your mom because I will only be allowed to see you every other weekend.
Hey,
Until they see when I posted on Facebook, and I'm like,
Right.
"That wasn't them. Those were
Those-
random street children that I hired."
It was in 1812, Cole.
yeah, 1812.
That was just
The
a
War of
group
1812.
very
Yeah, that was.
athletic
We were
boys.
fucking nobodies yet. We had one badass over here at the time because all the other badasses from the Revolution were dead. So we had one badass, and his name was Andrew Jackson. That was it. That was it. We had no other badasses at that time.
Hey,
Don't
man,
go to
George
war unless
Washington
you got
was
an army.
kinda- George Washington, for
I
all his
agree.
flaws, was kind of a badass.
They invaded
That
us,
man
so-
was out of his fucking
No,
mind.
no, no. We tried to invade Canada and they fucked us up and kicked us the fuck out. I'm looking
Ooh.
at the fucking whole story here on Perplexity.
You know, you over here praising Andrew Jackson, but as somebody from Louisiana, I'm just saying Andrew Jackson wouldn't have got as far as he did in the War of 1812 had it not been for Jean Lafitte. So, yeah, take that, Yankee.
Hey, Tiffany Blue.
Now you
let's
sound like my
not-
mom.
Let's not try and respect the French, okay?
It's
Their
not about
flag is
respecting the
basically
French,
just
it's
a
about
white
respecting
sheet.
my homeland.
Okay, come on.
You know I have no respect for the French.
No one does. Not even the French do.
Hey, that's how Islamic phobic.
Listen, interesting fact.
It's not Islamophobic, it's Francophobic.
Not anymore.
Oh my God.
It's French Islamophobic.
French,
French Islamophobic. That's my new rap name.
You know what? French Islamophobic.
I'm scared of French llamas.
French llama. You know what's funny about the French is like they'll literally go to war with their own government many times
And
and just
lose.
start chopping heads. But as
And
soon
lose.
as like the Nazis roll in, they're like, finally somebody else is taking over this government. Finally, like
oh,
worst people in the world move in. They're like, finally, fucking finally. They're French are weird about politics.
bro, you want to hear something really weird? In France, it's against the law to do a paternity test. And if you do a paternity test outside of France and and they find out, you will also get charged. The reason
You know, I'm trying not to have an aneurysm.
they said our entire country will fall apart if people know who their fathers were. You're like, oh,
You
so
know.
you're all whores.
Dino, I'm going to have an aneurysm. Stop talking about that. That drives me crazy. Holy shit.
Imagine just ending up in a situation that would be on an episode of Maury, and it's illegal for you to even get peace of mind.
That's correct. Yeah, it's a wild.
Or be up
wild-
there like, you're not the father?
It's like, now, for legal reasons, I can only tell you there's a strong possibility that you're not the father.
Can you imagine that shit? Like, oh, that's okay. It was murder suicide. We're done. That's fine. Everyone's dying. That's,
I'm so stressed out now after you said that.
Don't,
Fucking
bro.
I
I've
hate the
seen
French. I already hate the French so much. And then you hit me with
Everyone
that.
everyone does. It's not. It's
Those
listen.
are two of the two things that I hate the most is people who hate paternity tests and the French, and you put them together like a double
Technically-
scoop of ice cream.
Technically,
Made of shit.
they put themselves together.
I was
because
just
they're
about to say, I'm
German.
like, don't blame Dino for this. That's on French.
Yeah, it's on. It's
But
on.
he didn't have to tell me. He didn't have to tell me that.
admit, Cole, but just wait about 5-10 more years. They'll all be Islam, like Muslims anyway. So, they ain't even gonna be French anymore. They're gonna put a mosque at the bottom of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah,
Fucking,
but then all the French people are going to come here. Where do you think they're just gonna stay in France? No, they always come here.
This is why the only port of immigration
go to Canada.
for the French for us is Quebec, and for you guys, Louisiana. Let the French deal with the French. Nobody else's problem.
I don't want
Okay.
that responsibility. I
Yeah,
don't wanna
no.
have to
The
deal
rest
with
of
the
us
French.
are civilized people. We don't need to deal with the French. Okay.
The problem
Are
is,
you
The problem
somehow
is-
implying that people from Louisiana aren't civilized?
Well,
Because
they're-
to be
they're-
absolutely
Oh,
correct,
shit.
we are monsters.
They're
for the
not.
most part.
They're not, but they are of French lineage, so they can deal with their their
Ah.
people.
Shut that shit up. Not
they talk
everybody
like
French
drunk
dudes out
people with
there.
marbles in their mouth. Get the fuck out of here.
Let's
They
not
don't
say
speak English, that's for
everybody
sure.
from Louisiana
I
is
know
a French
people from
lineage.
Louisiana, and they no different than the fools that we got up this way.
Right.
We all got our
Yeah, but you're in Youngstown, which is basically Louisiana in Ohio.
Fuck you. Harry Spears don't even want to come back to Cleveland. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, but that makes sense. That's fair. That's a valid point.
I don't even consider Ohio a state.
That's
I think a
fine.
lot of Ohio doesn't consider itself a state either.
It's a state of depression.
About, yeah.
Okay, well, I can find this thing. Go lay down, baby. I love you.
They still waiting on that Mickey D's. That's the problem.
I'll
en
find
route. It's en route.
They know
See, the
something's up.
order was already bacon McDouble, fries, and caramel frappe.
Oh
You're
yeah.
good.
Look, man.
I want to
she'll
know what
show
the
up
hell
when she
happened to our
shows up.
fucking
Don't rush
nuggets,
my wife.
man.
I know. I mean,
Where the fuck are our nuggets?
are the nuggets being like dropped off by a pigeon? How does this work? Like just fly over? And we gotta ship it?
I'm just gonna not get them and say I did.
Oh, that's
Well, that's
rude.
complete horseshit.
What you can do though is you can get them and then send us pictures to be like, here are your nuggets, and then take a bite out, take another second picture.
I got some
Just to
nuggets
really-
right here, partner.
Yeah. They're waiting for you. They're getting cold. The problem is my fat ass will show up and be like, "Where's my dipping sauce?"
Give me about
Where's
45
my-
seconds.
Where's my dipping sauce spoons?
Y'all don't want to see. I, as a person who's witnessed it, y'all don't want to see Dino's McDonald order. Okay, that motherfucker talking about 6 McDoubles to start. Okay, to
Dino,
start.
you're my fucking
Listen.
hero.
Well, I mean,
Listen. I was with Cole the first time I visited. Okay, we were eating, and I'm like, I just kept on buying food, kept on ordering food, and like by day 3, he's like, "Hey man, I can't eat anymore." And I'm like, "Why?" He's like, "I just can't." I'm like, "I'm still hungry," and he was like, "What? You want some Taco Bell?" I'm like, "Yeah, give me 10 soft tacos." He's like, "Yeah, we can eat 10 soft." And I was like, "No, that's for me." You gotta. I'm like, also throw in a Crunch Wrap and probably a drink. I don't know, whatever. What can we add vodka to? That's fine. Yeah. He was just like, "You got a problem?" I'm like, "It's true."
It was like a strongman competition or one of those triathlons, but food. It was like crazy. I was like, "What the fuck are we doing here?" Like,
Yeah.
geez, I eat a lot too. By the way, I don't just eat a little bit. Like,
Bro,
Now, does Dino, do you eat that much McDonald's when you're in Canada?
no. No.
Okay, so now, do you think that it's the food here in America? 'Cause it's already talks that the food here in America, even though it's the same company, it's a different
Yeah.
food other
Yeah.
places. Do you find that to be true?
It's basically like I'm on a sugar / trans fat chemical bender when I hit the States. Right. So it's like I eat it and I'm just like, it's like someone who's been like sober for 10 years is like, "Hey, you have permission to drink, but only on vacation." You're like, goddamn, trans fat, bring them on. You know?
Okay,
And-
but like
Yeah.
we made
sugary microplastics.
Yeah, we may have unhealthier yet more delicious food down here, but y'all got all dressed chips, and
We do.
we just got to the point where we can get those in America.
That-
I didn't know Kraft made peanut butter. That's crazy.
Whoa! You're hurting my brain here, bro.
Hey,
Yeah, I've never heard of that
how
either,
many
actually.
types of Captain Crunch do y'all have up there?
Oh, it still makes your mouth bloody. It's good.
No, but how many
That's the
different
good
types
stuff.
of Captain Crunch are there?
Yeah, how many different flavors of it?
Yeah, how many
Not
different
the
flavors of
peanut
Captain
butter
Crunch do
one.
y'all have?
I haven't had cereal in like a decade. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, because you're a grown man.
No,
Oh,
no.
fuck you.
I stopped trying to be fat. Like I used to have cereal at 10 o'clock at night. Just as
Yeah,
my like.
that's the best time.
That's
It is
the
the best
only
time.
time to eat it, really.
It's
That's the
great
best
time, yeah.
time. I will
Bro.
sit here as a father of 4. I will sit here at 3 o'clock in the morning, pour a bowl of cereal, and then just next thing I know, I've eaten a whole box.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's some grown man shit. I've
Yeah.
I'm
killed
about to
plenty
say
of
that
boxes.
that's grown man shit. 'Cause
Yeah,
when I was a
there's
kid,
plenty
I
of
used to
boxes
watch
of
my
fucking
dad do
cereal.
that shit. I'd be like,
I think I might have some cereal after this. I'll be honest with you.
Right. The way Cinnamon Toast Crunch has a stranglehold on me,
yeah,
it's like
Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Reese's Puffs,
Dude,
Cookie
Oh, yeah.
my
You know
shit is
what?
Apple Jacks.
Honey
Apple
Smacks.
for some reason. I
Apple
fuck
Jacks. Do you guys still have Apple Jacks? Because I don't think we have Apple Jacks up here anymore.
Y'all don't
Yeah.
have Apple
Yeah.
Jacks?
we have them.
Well,
I
we
don't see them
did.
for sale much.
So
shit.
Hey, everyone's being a real twat up here, and they're like, "Well, it's from America." You're like, "Bitch, they're all owned by America. Just shut the fuck up." Unless you're making it in your garage, this ain't Canadian. Just
I was about to
relax.
say
okay?
the Kraft head offices is in like fucking Wisconsin.
Exactly. That's
Bro, we're in charge of NATO. We own everything as far as I'm
We're
concerned.
literally kind of just like it all comes from us, and by that I mean it all comes from China through us.
exactly. Yeah.
China's our distributor. We're the warehouse.
Yeah. Exactly.
China's the plug. We're the corner man.
Right.
That's fair. No, China's the cook. America's the trap house. That's where you go to get your stuff. It works. Yeah, I get it.
So who's the plug then?
I don't know what that means. I'm old.
Oh yeah, I forgot you're old and Canadian.
Fire.
Yeah. The buyer.
Yeah, who's the man in
supplier.
charge of distributing wholesale?
mean,
That is the best breakdown I've
That's
ever
the
heard. in my life.
it might be the Mexicans. That's
I'm
a good,
talking
they're the
about
doorman at the
something
trap house.
else.
Yeah, it's possible. That's possible. And then there's weird Canadians who are like, "Hey, you guys got any stuff in here?" And it goes bad. And mostly
Hey,
we buy
legal
Roundup.
up there, huh?
It's mostly Roundup. That's-
No, Canada is the brother and the sister from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and they're like, "I'll have $100 of crack cocaine, please."
Thank you.
I've seen videos of Canadian drug addicts, and they look like they're more the worst Canadian drug addict is more coherent than most recovered American addicts, and I find that so painful.
Well, yeah, to
Like,
think
what do
that
you
you
mean
let
you're
your
a
life.
meth head? You haven't tried to rob me once.
The dope is cleaner up there because
That's what it is.
They give
They
it
don't
to
have
you.
to use Drano.
The government just gives it to you.
Yeah. We put fentanyl in our water, bypass the middleman. That's how. Let's make it iron it out so everyone's on it. It's much.
Hey, it's better than fluoride.
That's what they call free healthcare.
You can't
we
feel the
got
pain.
fluoride in
Doesn't
Yeah,
the
you
count.
water.
don't feel shit.
Yeah, building an immunity to ODing.
That's basically how it works.
Honestly, I should have been doing that instead of going to third grade.
Fuck Narcan. Just build an immunity.
I'm sorry, Dino. Grade 3. My bad.
Oh, Sasha. Which is not true. I've been talking shit for the last 15 minutes.
Right.
You got to be more specific.
We still ain't got
Nothing
mental
Dino
health yet.
says is true. He is the
That's
king of
also
spreading
probably accurate.
misinformation.
Hey, the MSG thing is real though.
It's true. It is. Not the one that you said. Just stop bringing it up. Stop bringing it up.
Currently full of enough DMT to kill 35 small elephants, 2 large bears, and Ike Eisenhower.
Maybe that. I mean, wait till tomorrow. That might happen.
Well, I ain't dead yet, brother, and I've been on it since last Thursday. I don't know if I'm talking to 4 comedians or the angels, but I know one thing, though. Bitches, they come, they go.
I mean, that's fair. That is accurate. I mean, yeah, no, that's fair. I feel like that's the hard part about it all is like when you're friends with somebody too, and then you find out that they're lazy at their job, you're like, oh man, why
Dude,
are you
really?
being like that? You're like,
That's why,
"God
like,
damn
I
it."
typically don't get my friends on at my jobs anymore because one time I did that, and then he made the both of us look bad, and I was like, you know what? You done fucked it up for everybody.
Yeah.
Even my kids done did that shit. I was like, no, Dad, can you give me the nope?
No.
Well, you know this person? Nope.
It's- oh.
But I think you was working with them. They like you. Yeah, they know how I work.
Right.
I got 12 kids, and 2 of them, just 2.
12?
Now it's my turn. Boom.
My brother in Christ, did you say 12 children?
Yeah.
No, well, they all adults.
But they all legitimate?
No.
No,
Marco ain't even legitimate.
they don't have
Don't know,
they
man.
have
Have 12
paternity
kids
tests in the
legitimately.
Hispanic community.
They look at the eyebrows and they go, "Yeah, it matches up. We're good."
No, okay. To back this up too, everybody knows that French is just gay Spanish. All right, so Marco is the masculine version of the French,
French is gay
which means they don't have
Italian,
paternity
and
tests
Italian is gay
either.
Spanish.
Listen here,
You say French is just gay Italian?
Gay
Because Italian
Spanish.
is just gay, more gay Greek. No, it's fine.
No. Gay Spanish. The French are gay Spanish.
Technically, they both come from Latin and Greek, but yeah, that's fine. It's,
I think the Spaniards are a little more masculine than the French. I'd say.
no. So it's so Latin
You know,
America.
Marco's
Yeah.
tweaking right now.
Hey, Latin America.
I missed
yes.
the last 30
But
seconds of that,
Spaniards
but
are
everybody is
not.
more
Remember,
masculine than the French.
Spaniards speak Spanish with this little.
Yeah, they have this
and you're like,
little-
that's fucking gay.
They
Okay?
speak Spanish
Okay,
with a gay,
fine.
with a gay twang. I'm not
The
gonna lie.
Mexicans. Okay, fine. The Mexicans. I don't.
I
the
can't
fucking
understand anybody.
everything below the southern border.
Yeah, we come from the island, fuckface.
First of
I
all,
mean, let's be honest. It's fun.
I speak 2 languages.
Well, anybody from an island is gay. That's just
Wow.
there's not enough women there. Like,
Wow. Okay.
It's from the mountains of Caucasus. You know, King Caucasia over there.
hey, I'm pretty
No,
sure I'm a
pretty
Jew.
tough
Okay.
talk- that's pretty tough talk from a man living in Ohio.
We're the most libertarian state. We tell our government, "Fuck
Y'all
you."
are the
Okay.
state Dave Chappelle calls home. I don't think you get to talk about being tough.
This is
Who else-
Dino's
who's
from
talking
Canada. I
there?
trust his
All right.
word. I've seen
Who's
Canadians
talking
lay
there?
out whole armies.
That's. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah.
'cause we got MGK too. That ain't tough either. Shit.
Yeah.
No.
exactly.
Oh, that's definitely
You're
not.
absolutely right. It's not tough.
The only thing y'all ever had going for y'all was Bone Thugs and Harmony.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So they live around me-ish somewhere.
My dad would
Yeah,
fuck
my
with this
grandpa
podcast
used to hang
heavy
out with
based
them.
on how passionately Cole says Mexicans. I mean, that's fair.
So for context, her dad does work for the U.S. Border Patrol.
I say it passionately. I say it passionately because Marco is actually like Dominican or something. So I call him Mexican to piss him off.
That's so
That's-
disrespectful,
That's
Cole.
more inflammatory than calling him
Whatever
Mexican.
fucking place he's from, I don't know.
That's so disrespectful, Cole.
He's Puerto Rican. He's Puerto Rican. He's not
You're
actually from
denying
Puerto
a
Rico
very
either.
rich
He's from
cultural
here.
heritage.
That's the crazy thing.
I'm fucking American, you albino fuckface.
See? I love
was on
it.
your side, motherfucker.
Hey, bro, Marco's gonna shoot you next time he sees you. Not like in the head, but in the like a kneecap. Just-
I
No,
before-
what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna slam the fuck out of both his doors. And his trunk.
Okay, all right. That to be fair though,
I want to hear it. Shut the fuck up. I'm
You-
fucking your ass up.
you can slam my door because I deserve it from you. The
Damn
other
it.
guy, I did not. Okay.
I'm gonna throw a fucking
Damn it.
sombrero in your front seat when I'm done, bitch.
I missed what happened. I had to take a phone call. All I know is Marco's about to fuck Cole up.
basically, yeah, that's fair.
You ever fuck somebody up and they're laughing at you the whole time?
The whole time.
You beat my ass. I'll be laughing the whole time.
Drag my balls across your steering wheel.
What the fuck?
Don't do that.
I
Come
mean-
on. Then I have to fight you back.
Why are we molesting cars?
Because
I
it's
mean, they
cold.
like it, but that's fine. That's just how they were built.
Every time it's a
Dirty
warm
little
day
Nissan
and
on
Cole
some-
just gets in his car, it's gonna catch a whiff of my balls right in the fucking car.
I'll get a detail.
So, it's gonna smell like Armor balls.
You know, that's actually I'm working on a new Tiffany blue cologne, and that was kind of like the working scent. But I see that that's
Armor
already
All balls?
patented, so-
Yeah. Yeah.
Ball sweats.
Ball play.
I got it.
Yeah.
Oh,
If you ever need to shine your balls up, use Armor All and mix together. It's fine. Here, Sasha says Marco created 12 beautiful children, which means he is 12 times blessed. I mean, that's one way to put it.
One of
If you
them is
ask
a,
Marco,
one of them is a ginger doodle pad. I know for a fact he didn't create 12 beautiful kids.
I'm
Hold
gonna
the
put it
fuck
this
up.
way.
I
Right.
created
He's gonna
6
tell
of
you that ain't a blessing. That's
Yeah, I
definitely not a
created
blessing.
6 of them, and I'll tell you what, after raising 12 kids and having 11 grandkids, maybe more coming up,
Fuck
I
them
know why my father left.
Like I said, fuck them kids.
Don't give me that bullshit.
it started going downhill when you weren't allowed to beat him anymore. You're like, this is out of control. You can't have.
Oh yeah,
12.
I was the last generation that got their ass really whooped.
Yeah.
You know, none of my parents got my chillins' heads fucking dented into it, but
Wait,
my mom.
so here's the question, Margo.
Shit, I
Did
got punked.
how many little kid siblings do you have? Like brothers, sisters? How many little? Were you the last one? Did he leave after he was like he saw you and he was like fuck it, or
From my mom or my dad.
from your dad?
I'm 1 of 26 for my dad.
But are you the last one?
That's like a circus trick.
Yeah.
What the fuck is in your balls, bro?
I'm getting very like father like son vibes here.
Oh my god.
Apple,
I made it half. I sliced that in half.
the apple falls
Hey.
half a foot away from the tree.
The way he's saying it is like, and my kids are going to university because of it. Like, it's not. I don't think that's how.
Oh my god, the best part about that was Dino's face when Margo said that.
Yeah, there's-
I'm gonna have to go back and screenshot that. That's gonna be
That's-
my next meme on Facebook.
absolutely, that's fair.
26.
26.
Are y'all close?
I don't know. I know. I
I don't know them motherfuckers.
I
met
don't like eight.
my sister.
Family reunion
my
feel more like
grandma
a job fair.
Yeah, when my grandma passed, I met 2 of my sisters that I never knew. I knew I had sisters. I just didn't know where they were or who they were.
So in
One's
other
in-
words, he is still counting. Yeah, that's where he's at right now. Would you say
Oh.
26 or 29?
26.
26. So he's at 26 right now. We're finding more.
I know my little
on,
brother
son.
Pooh, and I know my brother Jose, and then I got another brother named Tony Jr., who's I think a lawyer.
Oh, nice. Good for Tony Jr.
And I don't know where the fuck the rest of them are. And the only reason why I found out about Tony Jr. is because we was fucking the same chick back in the day, back when we was in our 20s.
All right. So Tiff, because you're so much younger than all of us,
What a way to
you're
meet
in
your brother.
charge. No, you're in charge of going to Marco's funeral and counting up all his siblings. So we have a final count.
Like doing
He
a head
doesn't- he's
count.
gonna have to take his shoes off to count that shit. Like that's not. That's a
Hey,
lot.
y'all, hold on.
You gotta outlive Marco though. That's the rule.
Oh, Marco's not gonna die.
So, but Jesus made
Kids,
it
they
to 33.
said. It'll be fun, they said.
He said, no, 36, I think, right? Jesus made it to 36.
Yeah, I got Jesus by 10 years.
There you go.
Here, Sasha says, Marco, never talk bad about your family. Ah, that ship sailed a long time ago.
Have you met him?
Don't get him talking about his mom. That's gonna be much worse. It's,
I think that's all of us, really.
I think this is the right
I love,
podcast.
hey, I
Sasha.
love my mom. She's fantastic. So that's
Must be nice. I love my stepmom. That's what I call my real mom. That woman's an angel, and I hope she's having a fantastic day. She's definitely not watching this, though.
yeah, I know. That's
I don't blame her. I don't blame her. at all.
Somebody tell Sasha to read the room.
it's no. She
Why don't you leave Sasha the fuck alone?
And you are definitely wrong about never talking. I could tell you stories about my family. Oh my god.
Well, we've been waiting for you to talk all night, Greg. What's up? You got
No,
6
I'm
minutes. You got the floor.
No, I'm good.
6 minutes. Thank
Here's
you.
what-
Agree.
How
Like
about putting a Christmas tree up in the same spot your brother OD'd and died at?
That sounds like a beautiful way to.
That sounds like my mama. Yeah. Same room. She still held
It's like-
Christmas. Same room. Same.
Marco, that's like when you spill something and you put like a rug over it. You know, like a pretty little rug.
That's exactly what it was like. That's exactly what it was like.
You gotta put the good with the bad, I guess. I don't know.
That's so funny.
It's okay. When I
That
eventually,
one brought the awkward silence.
I don't really know how to follow that up, man. That's
Yeah, no, that one took the cake for the night.
I just had to face my own mortality for a second. Marco.
It's like, fuck the Christmas tree. We ain't putting another tree up, goddammit.
Did y'all put presents under the tree?
Yeah.
Christmas time's about to suck for the rest of my life. I mean, like, damn, Marco's brother.
That is aggressive. Bro.
We texting this nigga every December. Hey, man, I hope you're doing okay.
At a minimum.
Oh, I'm doing great. He was a dope ass
Oh my
shit.
God.
Nothing's getting stolen no more.
Bro,
All right, I feel better now.
Silver lining.
Yeah.
that is a silver lining of a house fire. That's not like, you're like,
It's like,
yeah,
the house burns
Chernobyl
down, but
happened,
you're like,
but
hey, we got you lost all your pictures, your family, like heirlooms, all that. Your house burned down, but hey, we got the insurance.
Right.
No,
everybody,
no.
Everybody needs a silver lining in their life somewhere.
listen,
I'm just
listen,
saying.
that story was like Chernobyl happened, but the wildlife is really growing. So like,
Well,
that's not-
like Greg said, though, I completely agree with Greg. You got to find a silver lining in everything.
Right. 'Cause
I
if you
lost
don't-
my job. I ain't making no money. But you know what the silver lining is? I've been fucking ripping the Oblivion remaster.
My son is playing this shit, I think, right now near the room.
God works in mysterious ways. That's
I'm just
only
saying,
fair.
look, I lost my job around the same time the Oblivion remaster came out. Now, I'm not saying everything happens for a reason, but I'm saying this did.
Bro, you got T-minus 87 days before you're divorced, bro.
That's fair.
I'm going to make the most of that time.
Why he's having McDonald's delivered to him. He's like, I might as well. In for a penny, in for a pound. Yeah.
No. Speaking.
McDonald's arrived and it's
I'm
going
ahead
right
of
into his face. Just
We're in the back row, and I called her like Beetlejuice.
Yeah, for real. She just pulled up when you said
hey, he's getting a caramel frap right in the face. Just
She heard divorce. She's like, you rang?
Period.
hey, he's getting off his stream and then he's getting beaten up. Immediately.
If I just suddenly just get off the stream, call for help.
I know you and Sky are the same height too, so
I've got like a solid 3 inches in her on her.
Oh shit.
This was the last performance from Tiffany Blue. We're gonna memorialize it.
he released his
Underneath
song yesterday. He died the next day.
Hey, we're gonna memorialize it underneath a Christmas tree because that
I
is
told
apparently
you.
what we do now. This is fucking.
Look, I feel like the only reason she puts up with my shit is because I'm funny.
That's. I mean that works a lot. Okay, that's.
Hey, being funny goes a lot further than you think. I'll be honest.
Come on. That's only fair. Then
It ain't because of the rap money. I can promise.
That has been our episode about work ethic.
yeah, we are putting in the hours, people.
I'm so glad we talked about it.
Hey, we brought it full circle.
I feel better. I feel better.
Yeah, well, everyone should.
In summation, Get off your ass and get a job.
I mean, a little bit.
Don't be
but-
playing Oblivion.
Hey, I earned it. All right, I earned it. I had to serve the rich.
You make it sound like it was fucking.
Do as I say, not as I do.
He's like, I volunteered for tribute. I served the rich. Just take me instead. Just calm down.
I did. I had to sit here and cook fucking salmon steaks for yuppies who like would literally shit talk me as I was walking to grab ingredients to make their food.
I mean, that's fair. Every once in a while, you got to spill coffee. Also, too, just
I
so
ain't
you guys
forget
know,
about you, Gene.
we also have something coming up on Memorial Day weekend, which
Oh,
is the Lord of the Wings.
Made the
It is-
intro for that too.
don't worry. We have an outro with a song and everything, sir. It's all coming up. So make
Yeah,
sure
go
you
ahead.
guys-
Oh, y'all ain't
Tip,
hitting me
go
up for the
ahead and
first on
plug
that
your
song. Oh, I see how
song,
it
your
is.
song and all that.
Yeah.
Want to give him the floor?
That's the wrong button.
Yeah,
What
Yeah,
have you
yeah,
done?
yeah, yeah. Where'd he go?
it is so hard.
Why is it just me?
on this side?
All right, hold on. There we go.
There
There.
it is.
Hold on.
What?
There you go.
There we go.
What am I doing?
Jesus.
Why am
Plug
I
your
paying
thing.
attention right now?
Plug your fucking music video.
Oh, okay, yeah. So my name is Tiffany Blue. I'm a rapper, producer, songwriter, and director based out of Houston, Texas. I just dropped a single called Tiger King. It's on streaming services everywhere. Run it up on Spotify though, because that's the one that pays me the most. And I just dropped a music video for my single Mud with 2 Ds, featuring and produced by Tommy Necro. You can find that on the Team Trash YouTube channel. Let's go run those views up so I can get paid.
Totally
I have
reasonable.
I have the official streaming single of Mud dropping on May 9th, and the EP, which is titled Please Do Not Feed the Whores Drugs, is going to be dropping in August. And that's really all I got coming up for now.
All right. That
You can
works.
find me on Instagram at Blue WRLD 713.
Perfect. And hold on. There we go. And as well, just so you guys know, the intro from this was done by Tiffany Blue. And now we're going to have another little ditty that's going to be happening. And just stay tuned and watch it. This is the music for Lord of the Wings. We'll see you guys in a couple days on Hammered and Cheese. Same place at 8:30 Saturday night. Be here or God won't love you. It's only fair.